I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem about everything I don't know. I want to hear a poem that's not just for show. I want to hear a poem that will make me feel something new, make me understand another's culture, another country's truths. I want to hear a poem about who you are deep inside. I want to know about your traditions, where your heritage lies, and I don't want to hear the sweet, blissful issues. I want to hear about the war-torn struggles, the bombs and the pistols. I want you to take me where everyone is afraid to go. I want you to show me what it is you call home. I want to feel the pain in your voice, delivered to many strangers that have no idea of having no choice. I want to hear you scream in anguish at the subtle scenes of your life and how when you came here, everything was different, but that doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's white. It doesn't mean things are all dandy, mate. Hello. Goodbye. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem that makes you stand up to the comfortable and makes you reach those uncomfortable and makes them feel lovable. I want to hear a poem about heartbreaks between traditions of countries, between provinces that are suffering and those that are hungry, about how love is expensive except to those with money. I want to hear a poem that will make these people feel something. I want to hear a poem that will open the eyes of those around through the eardrums of the sound of your voice being proud, of the dirt roads that you've stepped from, of the hecklers you've been stepped on, of those that don't know how things go on the other side of the spectrum. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem about how everyone thinks you got it, how you can't. I want to hear a poem how everyone thinks you got it, how you can't pay your rent, find a job, but everyone thinks you're so exotic. I want to hear a poem. So if you got something cultured, something inspiring, and something global, if you got something insightful, something you think you can rock the mic to, something you think may make others not like you because it's so hard to speak the damn truth, I want to hear you. I want to hear a poem that brings fear to the corrupt, that shows the ingenuity of loss, that shows the struggles of a girl of color and everything they suffer. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem intellectually stimulating, but culturally invigorating and almost insinuating or saying something deep that even the streets get scared when they hear you read. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem from someone indigenous about how having no privilege gets you from being a witness to taking you to prison, and when you speak in native tongue, nobody listens. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem that examines the struggles of an Asian family bargaining their eldest daughter for a chance to get through the hell before them, to a wealthy donor who's looking for love in a place full of trauma to bring her here. Of course she's all for it. Everything works out. And two newborns who barely know who they are because the way Australia laughs at cultural ways that are astray from here, because they accept diversity, but these tongues that are not clear, these ones they fear. Oh wait, that's how I got here. I want to hear a poem. I want to hear a poem about identity and how it's like a butterfly, so easy to picture floating by, but so hard to define, so hard to capture, and even harder to dissect. I know they haven't captured it yet, but it feels like they've opened up my chest and I don't know what they've put in here to replace. So tell me a poem that will make me change what they've replaced, make me feel more awake to the troubles I haven't had to face. Thank you.